up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Tyler, and the CIF football videos brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your next team event.
About that actin' boss, St. Anthony, with an historic season in tow, is back at Vasquez High School for the quarterfinals of the East Valley Division.
They've got one loss on their record. It came in overtime on this field. Head coach Mario Morales and the Saints in uncharted waters thanks to a strong senior class, Jake Hoopa and Jalen Watson, who did not play in this first meeting against the Mustangs. So there's some unfinished business from the Purple People Eaters on the road.
First drive, a healthy dose of running back Roderick Ashford. 4 rushes. The fourth looks like it's going to be a touchdown, but as we pan to the right, a lot of penalties tonight.
Unfortunate way to start on the road. You don't want to see those penalty flags pile up, but a few plays later on fourth down, Hooper back to pass. Hello, game changer. 80 in the spot. Get to know me. More coming later. That's a 25-yard touchdown. Saints go up early.
Vasquez runs a version of the veer. It's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. A lot of running backs back there, but the early evidence showed that the Saints were just too physical for the Mustangs.
Now is not the time for veer. That comes next season.
Weaver with the big stop, took Vasquez out of their game early, forced a pass, and BJ Busby says thank you. I'm going to go with the other way with that.
That sophomore is taking it the other way, following his convoy. I don't know how he stayed in bounds, but he got it done. And St. Anthony goes up 13-0, 4 minutes left in the first. Good start from the defense.
Yeah, it looks like the defense is just going to continue to play well all night long. Can't pick up a first down, can Vasquez, so they force a punt. But what's the one thing you can do to make sure a home team stays in a game you look like you're dominating? Put the ball on the carpet. 1 of 4 turnovers by the Saints. The next play for Vasquez, that's Devin Musil, and he's going around the outside, 23-yard touchdown. We're still in the first quarter, and it's still a 1-score game.
Costly mistake to let the Mustangs, to give them life really, and it became clear the only way that they could get running was with help, because that Saints defense was everywhere. Speaking of help, someone help this poor kid. Jalen Watson, go to work. I mean, my ACL hurts.
I mean, okay, there's a fumble on this play. We'll get back to that in a second, but really, if your number's 77, you should not be that far outside the numbers, and you're going to pay for it. Hey! Oh, a few plays later, same ID. Why not? 80 is open. Get him the ball. However, it's a fumble. How about Richie on the spot? Richard Robinson falls on the ball in the end zone. That's touchdown St. Anthony. Up 19-6 with about 3:30 left in the first half. The defense follows that up with another stop. Linebacker freshman Wiley Purry with one of his 6 solo tackles. 4-4's a boss. So we're under 2 minutes here to play in the half. Go back to Watson, of course. 8 receptions for 80 for 161 yards in that touchdown we showed you earlier. Fourth down. Well, it worked on the first time. All eyes are on 80. I'd say it was a good gamble. Logan pulls it down from the high point, 31-yard touchdown.
Know when to hold him, know when to throw him to 6. 26-6 is St. Anthony's lead. The Hoopa all the way turned up at halftime.
Yeah, it was same stuff, different half for the Saints defense. They only allowed 98 yards of total offense for Vasquez in 3 quarters. This is a team that averages over 300 and over 30 points a game. Busby, beautiful play there. This Vasquez offense smelling of desperation at this point. They have a holding penalty in the end zone, which is a safety. And then on the ensuing kick, that's Ashford. That's a 60-yard run, and he's untouched. 9 points in 2 plays. That's how you blow somebody out in the playoffs.
2-4 in the open field. Dread that like a Haitian. Rah-rah, dreadhead into the end zone. Get all 7 like you do as he boots it through, and it is a party for St. Anthony on the road. They are feeling themselves.
Now, we usually don't show garbage time or whatever, but the defense needed to get in on the scoring, and they kind of did here after this rugby scrum that didn't seem like it ever was going to end. Everybody on the field touching the ball. Gamble's finally going to come up with it, get it inside the 10, and call the jumbo set. Here comes Mr. Weaver. Up and over.
Oh, Curtis sewn in Weaver as he just plows it right in for 6. Dramatic lighting. The victory formation, well deserved. That is a thumping in the quarterfinals. Revenge is best served with a 30-piece.
Wow, Watson obviously the difference, but this Saints team is so different from anything we've seen at St. Anthony and anything we've seen from St. Anthony this year. They are about their business, no matter what city they're in.
Want to thank our sponsors, Naples Rib Company and Papalucci's. They put the eat in 2nd Street. And I got one question. Who dat say they gonna beat them Saints? Next to try Grace Brethren. St. Anthony going to go on the road, but they are rolling right now in this bracket.
first semifinal for St. Anthony football since 1948. If you want to see it, you got to stay right here, because this is your home for everything local sports.